Okay, AJ, then Micaiah, and then Kathy, E, Tully, and then Deidra. Okay. All right. Okay. So tried to write the questions down. Well, I wrote the people down who had questions. Hey, Yvette. Yay, 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 yay. So, Yvette, I do apologize. It was froze in the middle, but it's like, you get in this position that it's a lot of responsibility. But make sure that it's like the person that I guess either is over the company or you would be working for. It's like just make sure that they're not being too overbearing. It's like if it's like one of those small companies, then they want to get you in the door, but they don't want to tell you everything. But I felt like it was, a new position, and you could make money, you can make good money, but sometimes you have to jump through those hoops of fire. So just check all that out. Like I said, it is a lot of responsibility. It's something that you could build up to for the future, so but just make sure that it's what you want. Yeah, I think some of the offer is going to come in, but it may sound confusing, or there may be some things that you're not really sure of with these 2 7s, but that's your spiritual protection right there. But either way, you're going to get to the truth of what you need to know. I kind of feel like you would be working underneath somebody, and this is the person that would like be taking you to the next level. But it ends, but these are the 3 cards. Like that maybe something wouldn't be right about it, or you was able to see something about the position before you actually took it. So just be careful. Somebody's gonna offer you a position, but just be careful, because you don't want to take it and then have to it not work out and you have to start all over, because then you would have turned down all these other positions thinking this would have been the position. All right, so I hope that helped, Yvette. I'm glad you're back, Divine. Hey, hey, AJ. Yes, and I got your question down. Okay. My absolute pleasure. Hey, Crystal, 1983. Somebody was doing something like really fast, and you know about it. You found out. Somebody was trying to do something, and you found out. And they regret that you know the truth. They regret that shit. They was trying to play in your energy, play with your top. What the fuck? I know you was like, hold up. Yeah, somebody they was trying to play with your. They thought that they could get away with something, and you wouldn't even know. Like you was just born last night. Was you born last night, and you just know how to work a computer in your 1 day old stage? This could be somebody that you've known for a while, though. Somebody that you have some real feelings for, emotions for, or something. What's the message? I don't know. I'm just feeling like it was kind of like a shock. It was a shock for you to, and I'm hearing confirmation. It was a shock for you to get some confirmation that this is what happened. And yes, it's not a happy thing. It was sad, What's the message? There's somebody they're more sad because they was playing in your energy than you are that they was playing in your energy, because they know there's like that level of trust, distrust, mistrust. This is somebody that you and this person, I feel like, had a good relationship. You thought that this person was going to be, y'all was going to be able to, always connect, mentally. You guys are going to be traveling together or completing cycles together, doing goals together. Like this is going to be your person. Doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friend. It could be a family member. But yeah, something about some plans, or somebody had made some plans, and I feel like they made them without you or something like that, without you even knowing. And maybe this person had ghosted you, and then they decided they want to go and give to somebody else. But like I said, you found out. You found out, somebody said something, and maybe this person, somebody was telling you something, but you didn't know that it was that they didn't know that they wasn't supposed to say something. But whatever it was, you found out. hmm Yeah, like I said, this could have been somebody from your family, somebody that you have unconditional love for, a history with, and you felt like you and this person was gonna be together forever, but it may not seem that way. Maybe your intuition and spirit was telling you something else is going on, because you thought that, maybe somebody thought that y'all was like this, but then they found out that there was some secrets, and lies going on in the background. Yeah, almost like somebody felt like they needed to just end this because it's too much. It was too much. It's like the community may be involved, or they gossiping and shit. It's like, don't nobody want all that bullshit. So one more. See if we can get one more. Thank you. hmm Somebody wanted you to feel left out in the cold. They didn't want you to ever understand what was going on, and they did not want you to ever feel like you could leave. But I feel like you're making a different plan, and everybody's watching you come up with a different plan, you know. But yeah, somebody, they was holding back. They didn't think that you would ever leave. They didn't think that you would ever leave them out in the cold, that you would just be giving and giving and giving, and that you like, I can't go nowhere. This person is my life. Mm-mm. Fuck that. You fuck me over. You ain't worried. You can go. You can go. You ain't nobody's life. So I hope that helped. AJ. Um, Micaiah, did you have a question? I saw you on the other live, but just like you had retracted it. But if you're here and you got a question, put it in the chat. And then let me see, Kathy. Let me see, Kathy Eats Holy. Let's go ahead and see what Spirit has for Kathy. You're going to find out something, Kathy. Something that's been hidden. Whether it's by you overhearing a conversation, seeing a text message, an email, something handwritten, you're going to find out something. Somebody's been trying to hold something back from you. Okay. Yep, that's fine. That's fine, J Mike. Yep, something about, but this information is somebody's trying to hold it back. They're trying to keep something back, but it's coming to you. They can't stop it. They cannot stop it if they try. They cannot stop it if they try. Maybe this has to deal with you in your household. Something about some travel. We're going to get a different deck, though. I was just mixing this up. But some information's coming. Something. Bottom of the deck. I told you. Pay attention. Pay attention. Maybe you have to go snooping a little bit. But whatever it is, you're going to find out. Somebody acting like they all single, and almost like you have to shut that down. You have to shut that shit down. Like, no, your ass ain't single. Somebody don't know that, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. What's the message? It's done. It's done. The worst is already over. Thank God about that. The worst is already over. I'm telling you, somebody thinking they're getting away with something, they are just so smug. They feel like they can get away with something, but they not. They trying to act single, but they ain't single. Here you are. There's a whole empress right here. There's a whole empress right here. Been with this person for a long time. Okay, been going through the thick and the thin, the good and the bad with this person. But yeah, you about to find some information out. Something that's going to bring you balance. Something that's going to be able to, that you can fight your battles or protect yourself against this heartbreak. Because I'm telling you, there's somebody who think that they deserve something, that you've been filling them shoes, not that other person. You've been filling them fucking shoes. Whoever that little scallywag got to go. That shit got to fucking go. Either that scallywag got to go, or you remain in your empress status and you got to go. But either way, no, somebody, nuh-uh. You ain't doing that. You ain't doing that. Hell no. What else? What else? Thank you, Divine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Yeah, something about okay. Maybe you should just take a trip, go to somebody's job where they make their money, and just sit back, sit in their office, check shit out, see what's happening. You'll get the information that you need. You surely will. Because see, somebody's not going to be expecting you to do this. They're not expecting that. Just go on to the office, check that shit out. Because let me tell you something. That's when somebody going to be like, oh, damn. They know they fucked up. Because then they going to know that you sense some shit is going on at home. That's why you decided to take a trip to their motherfucking job. Hello. Go on to their job. Unexpected and unannounced, baby. That's the best way. And see who looking at you. Look and see who looking at you, because it's the scallywag that looking at you. That's the bitch that you said, come on back to this motherfucking copy room, bitch. I want to have a conversation with your ass. And poke the bitch in her chest. And let the bitch know if she was a woman, she wouldn't have to hide some shit at fucking work. Call the bitch a scallywag, and if she don't like it, give her my motherfucking number, because I really go the fuck off. Anyway, I hope that helped. Yeah, go unannounced to the workplace where they make that money. Check it out. I love you more, Yvette. All right, so J. Mike, who's next? Let me see. All right, Crystal. Yes. Does he want to get back together? Okay, Crystal, let's check it out. And then J. Mike, you said it was J. Mike. And then yeah, and then Seth. After Crystal is gonna be Seth, okay? What's the message, Spirit? Crystal, I'm getting ready to read for you right now. Hold on, I'm just mixing these up. We're not going to use this deck, though. There, maybe something about you got to talk about something at home. But whatever it is, it's going to be the truth, though. Maybe somebody is giving you problems. Somebody making it worse than it really need to be. You know, they're being too exhausting. Yes, somebody's like being too fucking exhausting. You know, it's too much. They need to sit their ass down somewhere. Let's check this shit out. Bottom of the deck. Let's not use this one. This one. 7 of coins. Something's not adding up. Something ain't adding up. And this could, confirmation, this could have to do with the family. Something ain't adding up. This could have to do with something at home. Because for whatever reason, you feel like you by yourself. You feel like you single. You feel like, you know what, shit, if I'm doing this all by myself, I might as well be single. You know, but something is getting ready to come up and come out. It's going to be a shock. It's almost like you didn't see it coming. And whatever it is, it's going to end something. It's going to end something. Now, I feel like it's going to be something in your heart that closes forever. But Spirit wants this to happen. Spirit wants you to pull back, to make this judgment call, see it for whatever it is, you know, but something. What's the message? Oh, hold on. Yeah, you're going to have to make a judgment call, you know, and this may have to do with you protecting your heart, but you're going to have to decide something. Hold on, let me turn the air down. And then not just make a judgment call, but protect yourself, protect your money. What else, Spirit? What else? Yeah, you may even have to, like, something is going to happen quick. There's going to be something that happens quicker. You may have to make a quick move or take a ride real quick. Something's going to happen quick. You're going to have to do something. But it's going to that's going to be the right move, because that's when you're going to know exactly what it is that you need to do. You know, Spirit's going to be talking to you one day. Spirit's going to talk to you and it's going to let you know this is the day. Getting that, you know, you got to do this. This Spirit's going to say, I want you to do this. Don't doubt, don't question, be obedient. Be obedient. Even if you got your pajamas on, even if it don't seem like it makes sense, it makes sense. Do it. What's the message, Spirit? Hold on, Spirit. Want me to do it like this? There's something in here that don't belong. That one. Yeah. You know, it's going to be like some information. Something's going to tip you off. Something is going to tip you off. And you need to act on it. I'm telling you, it's going to be hurtful because it's going to be like about this relationship But like I said, this is coming out anyway. It's coming out. You're going to have to make a move. Somebody, they're going to try and come to you. They're going to try and apologize. They're going to be like, oh, I feel so bad. I feel so bad. But whatever it is, you need to make the judgment call so that karma can come in. Karma can be there for you, and karma can be there for that other person. I'm telling you, something is getting ready to tip you off. It's like somebody going to say something, do something. But whatever it is, it's getting ready to trap them. They're not going to be able to get out of this. They're not going to be able to work their way out of this. I'm telling you, this is going to have this person stuck. This is going to have this person stuck. And like I said, you may end up leaving, moving, but whatever it is, you're gonna honor yourself. You're gonna honor yourself. I hope that helped. So, all right. Okay, so that was Kathy. All right, and then Deidre. Deidre, are you here? Let me see. Because I wrote wait, that was Crystal. That was Crystal. That's when we were together. We finished now, been break up for 3 months. Oh, okay. Well, you about to heal. So don't even stress about that shit. Let that old shit go. Hi, Addie. You're welcome, Crystal. Hey, J Mike, did Seth just want a general? Seth was okay. All right. I don't even see Seth's question. Let me see. Let me go up here. Seth. What is Seth's question? Well, I'll just pull some for Seth because my eyes aren't. Okay. Let me see. Seth. Is it about a leadership position? And you using your intuition? Especially whenever it comes to doing the right thing. If you're in a leadership position, it's like you're using your intuition, especially when it comes to doing the right thing. And like holding back from temptation. If you're in a leadership position, don't succumb to temptation. That's some sage advice. Bottom of the deck, Empress. Oh no, I think these weren't mixed up from last time. Hold on. Yeah, something about maybe if you're in a leadership position or you're the boss or something, you have options, but choose wisely. It's very important for you to choose wisely. Don't let your ego get in the way. I don't know if it's like maybe somebody cute at work trying to, make eyes at you or something like that, but you need to be careful. Yeah, you need to be careful. Because, you might want to go ahead and put that boom stick, but, your intuition is telling you don't, because if you do, it's going to end up with a big old headache. It's like somebody wanting you to send out some type of communication so that everybody can be like, see, I told you Seth was contacting me. I told you he wanted me. He loved him and some grandma. He loved him a grandma. I told you he was going to write me a love letter. I see what I'm saying. So don't even fall for it. Don't fall for it, because it will be the end of you. And it's almost like somebody trying to set you up. They trying to set you up. Don't fall for the pretty face and the big booty. You know, don't fall for the ugly face with the fat, flat ass either. Just don't fall for shit. That's what I'm saying. Just don't fall for it. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Anything else? Boy, it's like a, yeah, I think that's the message for Seth. Because it's like, basically, hey, if you're in a leadership position, don't fall for temptation. Just, hold back. Even if somebody look cute, you like, dang, whatever. Don't. Go to the library instead. Do something else instead. And keep your job. Keep your high level position. That's what's most important. Like I said, this is some sage advice. You want to stay happy? Some sage advice, because you trying to be Mr. Lover. That's going to get you tied up. Not only get you tied up, but it's going to get you, where you in a position where, you want to be healed, but you can't. You want to be the star, but everybody, you're not going to be able to be the star because somebody's going to have these like something to hold over your head. Even if you think this person would be a great mate, just, you just want to see and you want to this and that and the other. Don't do it. Spirit said, don't do it. Walk away. Don't do it. Remember, especially if that person is underneath you, think about your money. Okay? So I hope that helped. Spirit said, Yes. All right. Yep, something about these lies. You got to be careful. And this, it could even be with somebody who's younger than you, somebody who is younger, but when you think that, I'm just helping this person out, or I'm going to do this and I'm just going to do that. Because that's going to lead you to regret. That's going to lead you to regret. So, yeah, I hope that helps. Really? All right. Yep. Just be careful. Just be careful, because there's hidden enemies everywhere. You don't want them to come out. I mean, they're going to come out anyway, but just be careful. You don't want them to you don't want to be in a position. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. But yeah, your money looks good. As long as you just accept that sage advice, your money looks solid. Like they say, don't shit and eat out the same pot. So, anyone else have any other questions? Or was that all the questions? Wait, Deidra. I didn't answer the question for Deidra. That's what it was. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a leadership position. All right, so let me see. Deidra. I'm not even sure if she's still on, but I saw she had a question from the last one. Maybe something about her money. Her money's not coming in. She worrying about her money? Or it's slow? Maybe her money is slow. Yeah, she don't know why. It's like, what's really going on? Once the one think, okay, well, why is this happening? What's really going on? Like, at one point things were happening and things was moving and shaking, and the next thing you know, it's like it's a drip. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message for Deatra? Okay, so maybe it's somebody who you were seeing that they holding back. They don't want to see you anymore, or maybe they sick and their money is tied up or something. Whereas this person was your star, or something, or you was this person's star. Something happened and maybe somebody walked away, and now it's a broken heart situation, and you're kind of panicking because you don't know what's going to happen. It's like wanting to see somebody else, but not really believing them because they're not really emotionally involved with you. They just want to have a good time, tell you what they think that you want to know, and then whenever you think that they're there for the long haul, that's when this motherfucker ghosts you. So I don't know if it's a situation of, you trying to figure out what to do for money. I would suggest don't depend on anybody else except for yourself. Be true blue to you, because you got your own back. Somebody else may come and go, and what you gonna do? Yeah, like I said, somebody else may come and go, and what you gonna do? Be sitting there with a broken heart? We don't do that like that. Not over here. Not over here. What's the message? Yeah. It's time for, if you're not independent, it's time for you to learn to be independent. It's time for you to learn how to take care of yourself. So it's not going to be a situation of, you having to depend on someone else, you having to make a call and depend on someone else to come in and save the day like Hercules. Because then what if they don't? If they don't, Spirit says that's your karma for trusting someone else to take care of you when you're old enough and wise enough and capable enough to take care of yourself. Someone else is not going to honor you like you're going to honor yourself. So if your money's not coming in and somebody else is no longer giving, that's Spirit letting you know that it's time for you to get out there and let those ships come in for you. I feel like someone is kind of like they don't really want to work. I kind of get this, like somebody's like, I don't know, they don't really necessarily want to work. It's almost like they don't want to work unless they can get the position that they want to have at the company. Okay. And it's like that position is where they're chosen to do all the good stuff. Like they're seen as the company favorite or something. But I don't think that's being realistic. Yeah, it's not being realistic. Just like stressing about somebody else not paying your bills. Now, if you was in a relationship, a committed relationship, that's different. And y'all have that agreement, that's different. But just to be seeing somebody, that's weird. Truly weird. What's the message? Like women of distinction really don't do like that. What's the message? And I think that's it. Okay. Yeah. Be single, self-sufficient, independent, and you'll end up being happy. Yes. Spirit's going to guide you away to a job, maybe something that you used to do, something that's in the communication field, something that you're good at, you know. But maybe there was some type of issue. Maybe you had some type of problem with that last position or something, you know, and maybe you were controlling. Maybe you was just really evil. I don't know. But whatever it was brought out, and I feel like you had to atone for that. But yeah, I don't know. It was kind of a different one. Yeah, it was kind of like a different one. But it felt like it was about somebody being wanting somebody else's, to pay for their bills, I guess. Mm-hmm. Hey, Demita. So yeah, all right. So we're gonna pull some tarot. We're gonna mix this up. Hey, TNRT Recovery. Hola. Somebody may have allowed the crowd to get them in a position where they don't really want to be in. Somebody was like, everybody's like, go ahead, like peer pressure. And somebody did something, and now they're the ones who's having to pay for it alone. Somebody allowed the crowd to talk them into doing some stupid shit. And then whenever they was like, well, no, everybody told me to do it. Everybody was like, woo, woo, woo. That type of thing. Mm-hmm. What else, Spirit? What else? Mm-hmm. Because the lie came out. Something that somebody told this person a lie. They believed the lie instead of checking things out. And now the lie's out. And they see who did what. They see who the ringmaster was. They didn't do their homework. What else? Mm-hmm. Now somebody, that's like almost like whenever somebody got busted, the other person just left and allowed somebody to deal with it by themselves. They was like, well, I sure do hate that you got busted, but I got to go. Even though I'm the one that was urging you to do this. And this could have been, about something with dealing with a family member. As soon as that happened, somebody was like, I'm done. Mm-hmm. And maybe somebody's mother, but now somebody's money is seriously affected. They go from the 8 of Pentacles to the 4 of Pentacles. Whenever they did this thing, see, whatever they did, first they started off with the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Then whatever they did, then their money went down to the 8 of Pentacles. Now it's at the 4 of Pentacles. And this person is sitting here thinking, what did they do? But now they're sitting here planning to maybe, they're trying to close a chapter. Maybe they're trying to relocate. Maybe they're trying to, travel. They're trying to do something. But this person knows they need some healing. They need some healing. And what they're really missing is love. That's what they didn't see whenever they was looking at this, when it had to do with this family. They were so worried about, they was thinking about everything else, but they forgot to factor in love. And they did something that affected their money. They didn't see it at first, and now they have no choice but to see it. They didn't pay attention. Like I said, whenever Spirit was trying to hand them that cup of love, they was like, I'm good. Don't nobody want all that bullshit. Spirit was like, oh, okay. But now they want the bullshit. I thought I saw another card flip over. Something with this King of Pentacles. Somebody thought they were so smart. Somebody thought that they was going to be the chosen one. They just knew somebody was going to come and choose them. But I don't think that's it. I feel like whoever did this against his family member, this mother, somebody, or Queen of Cups said, just okay, I'll just take the burdens instead. I don't want that motherfucker. Give me the burdens instead. Hey, Demita, okay. Yes, okay, let me ask. Thank you, Yvette. What's the message? Ooh. Yeah, because like this Queen of Cups, I feel like this Queen of Cups is about to receive something special, like either a position or something like some type of blessing, something that they can hold, something that they can hold, and something about yes. Ooh, Lord, I didn't see this over here. But somebody was. Wait, what? Somebody said something that they can't take back. They said something they could not take back. And maybe the reason this Queen of Cups is ready to get this money is because she had to take somebody to court. Because somebody said something they could not take back. All right, Demita. Okay. Getting out soon. Hold on. Let's see. We have the Ace of Wands and the Temperance card. Ace of Wands and Seven of Wands. Ace of Wands and Nine of Cups. Hold on. So, like, okay, so this person, I take it that this person is like really special to you, and something about having to complete, like, yeah, the completing something. Um, but this person, like, mm, well, the King of Wands is like that leader. But at the same time, if it's somebody's egotistical, or whatever. Um, but I feel like this person is, wanting to complete this cycle, really wanting to make a change, be a leader. It's like maybe trying to find out some information. It's like this person's trying to put their ear to the ground to find out more information, to find out what kind of, like, what's the possibility, and then possibly talking with somebody that has more information. But right now, this person is definitely trying to be, as positive as possible, trying to stay out of anything, don't want to be the, really out in front street, don't really want to do nothing, just kind of want to chill, just would be chill, because this person just, they want to uh, show that, yes, that they are, they're ready. And it's like this could be some good news coming. Some good news coming. Because I feel like after a while, there's some information that's coming, something that's going to help somebody. Something that's going to help somebody. We got the Ten of Swords, we got the Page of Pentacles, we got the Seven of Cups, and we got the Hierophant. Is there like some type of information that's coming out that questions something about maybe why somebody was in there? Like, there is some information that came out that can tilt the scales or switch shit up. Kind of like, yeah, it's almost like there's something that can tilt the scales or switch shit up, like some type of information, something. But somebody's trying to keep their ear to the ground, and they're trying to say, hey, they want to know more information, what's kind of going on. But right now they're just being chill. But I feel like, you will be hearing some good news. I hope that helps. Hey, Red Violet. Hey, Fool's Gold. Hello. Much love to you. All right. My pleasure, Demita. I hope that helps. I hope he's able to uh, be with you soon. J. Mike said he's been globetrotting, y'all. Yep. Um, but Demita, you're gonna have to listen to everything. Listen to everything to make sure everything adds up. Listen to everything, because something, it's gonna be something that's gonna be like the answer. But you're gonna have to listen to everything, if that makes any sense. Okay. And maybe it's he's just still paying off his karma right now. I'm not sure. But yeah, with something, you're gonna have to listen to everything. If that helps, if that makes any sense. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. All right. So let's pull some more until somebody else has a question and they want to throw in the chat. Let's see. We're gonna do yes, absolutely, girl, absolutely. As many as you want, Red Violet. Absolutely. Okay, absolutely. All right. So Red Violet. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, Spirit, what do you have for Red Violet crystals? Okay. It's coming, T. I feel it. We're going to start off with some blossom in abundance. Okay. We're going to set the tone. Okay. Yes, honey. Something about, you mirroring something or something mirroring you is whatever it is, it's going to make you a lot of money. This is a decision that you have to make. This is that, okay. Like, you have, what's a good example? You know how they say life mirrors each other? Like we're here and then we step through this door and then we're on this side. It's like one of those types of things. It's going to come from anywhere. There's no rhyme or reason where something is coming, but the blossoming abundance is coming to you. And let me tell you something, you're going to be so happy. You deserve to be happy because you just went through something and you had to get over that. This could have been dealing with somebody, a man holding a heart. But you know what? You healed your heart. You healed your heart. Did nobody else heal it? You healed your heart. And you know what? And now it's like you are on the precipice of greatness. You're on the precipice of this blossoming abundance, but you're going to have to allow yourself to go through that gate. Don't be afraid. Because like I said, you was on the precipice. You was on this side. Now you're about to be on the other side. And it's going to be totally different. You're going to wake up in the same physical space, but you're going to be in a different emotional, mental, spiritual space and place. It's coming. It's coming. You just have to make the decision. It's like you healed yourself. Now this caring connection is getting ready to come in. This is somebody you were on this person's mind, honey. You on their mind. They want to take care of you. They feel really good about you. They feel really confident about you. And they want to go down this temple path with you. But somebody else, that motherfucker that wasn't trying to act right, so he had to get left, that ass gonna act like they want to come back in. But you ain't got shit to offer them except for the dough. Except for the dough. This is somebody who could have been playing in your energy with other energies, thinking that they was going to do something to make you envious of somebody else. But this motherfucker is envious of you because they on the outside looking on the in. You see your blossom in abundance on in there. And they are so envious. They didn't think that you knew your value. Oh, you knew it. That's why you walked through that damn door. Hello. You got another one? Out there. Yep. But something's coming. You just have to make a decision. Make a decision that, this is where I draw the line. And don't go back. Don't go back. Ain't shit in the past, except the past. There's another person coming. Like I said, you walked away, and when you walked away, you walked straight to your money. Okay? So you and this man, look, you walked away and you and somebody else get ready to hook up into blossom and abundance. I'm telling you, y'all mirror each other. Does he have a brother? Does he got a brother, girl? Come on. Hook a sister. I hope that helped. Yep. All right. All right, so let me see. What else? Let me see. Oh, okay, J Mike, absolutely. Yes. Absolutely, J Mike. Hold on. Hold on. No, this one. Bottom of the deck. This is J Mike, the star. You know what, though? You're a star incognito. You are a star incognito. Let me tell you something. You have a quality about yourself that people don't realize. It's like you can turn nothing into something just by your sheer thoughts. You turn nothing into something. You know what? You may have been a person who left home at an early age. You've been on your own. You've been independent. But you know who you are. You know who you are. You know your truth. What's the message? Are you facing a decision? Maybe a decision about love, about what's going to make you happy. Should you stay? Should you go? Is it about this person? Do you be in a relationship with this person or do you just not? But it's like a decision needs to be made. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message for J Mike? Thank you. Well, Spirit is here. God is in the building and got something to say. Something about, I don't know why I'm getting goosebumps, but I'm getting like kind of goosebumpy. Like, you know how you get like nervous a little? That's kind of how it's feeling, like nervousness. I don't understand why. Bottom of the deck, we have walking away. Maybe you was walking away from somebody that you didn't need to be around because yeah, that person, that person is that would be the person that'll get you stuck in some shit that you end up getting karma. Maybe you was walking away, you need to walk away from somebody who's like this witchy, maybe very alluring type of person. But you doing that is like you getting karma, but dharma. Yeah, because it's almost like something about this was like you had one. I don't. A bird in the hand beats two in the bush. You had one, but you was trying to figure out, well, which one is better. Do was you trying to thinking about a higher level of commitment? Was you thinking about sending out some type of some message about the heart, dealing how you felt, but you wasn't sure, you're not sure how the other person feels, and you're not even sure if this is the one. You don't want to put yourself in a position where you kind of get stuck. you know it's almost like with this, the emperor and the swords, like, yeah, I kind of feel like, with this, you don't want to put yourself in a position where you get stuck and then you feel like, damn, the only way I can get out of this is to, say some stuff or do some, where you're the one who is upset mentally because you allowed yourself to go somewhere where spirit really wanted you to go away from that place. So it's like, you're looking at your pros and your cons, and then going with what you feel is really going to make you happy. And that may be, what you initially had. Because, like I said, a bird in the hand beats two in the bush, you know? hmm Yeah. Because I feel like, once you walk away from what's no longer needed or what's not needed, and you go towards, this is what it looks like, go towards, you and that other person are meant to work together, you know and it's almost like, some type of somebody trying to argue with you. Somebody's trying to argue with you about your choice and saying, you're not choosing the right one. You're not choosing the right one. You better choose me. But you know which one to choose. You know which one. Is somebody going to try and argue with you? That's definitely not the one to choose. You know which one. And if you don't know which one, do the eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. But so I hope that helped. I hope that helped. Yeah, but you know what? You have qualities that people, they cannot see, that they don't even know. Like, just to look at you, you know, you can't see it. But it's like once they are interacting with you, talking with you, listening to you, that's when they know. Me off. It said offline. I was like, wait, what? So, but I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Anybody have any other questions? So, yep. I'll pull some from the stack in case somebody has some questions. See what the stack is talking about. Somebody should be expecting a miracle. I saw that card. It's going to seem like a miracle. Oh, somebody's going, this lost soul is going to jail, and they're being haunted for being a puppet on a string. That's too damn bad. That is too damn bad. Being haunted, going to jail. But listen, I told you somebody's going to get a miracle. Didn't I say it? Somebody's getting a miracle. God is about to make a way out of no way for somebody. Somebody need to say amen. Thank you, God, because he's making a way out of no way. And I'm turning this air up because it's getting cold up in here. What's the message? Something about somebody used their third eye and they was able to call a spade exactly right on time. They knew this person was full of bullshit. And they recognized that. They recognized it and they was locked on that target. They said, I see you. I know you. And maybe that's the miracle that they're going to see it, because this lost soul, maybe they are going to have to go to jail, and they're being haunted because they know they was involved in some bullshit. But, them using their third eye, calling a spade, locked in on their target, and they're able to identify who was trying to do what, especially if there's somebody that was gossiping about them. They was trying to identify who was trying to do what. And that's whenever they was like, oh, no. Talk about, you know what? And you know what? What saddens me when people say, when they find themselves in these situations where they're like, God, if you get me out of this, I'll never do this again. God gets them out and they turn right back around and do the same shit. If you don't get yourself together, if you don't get your ass together. And so then that's whenever they ask, and God was like, oh, I helped you the last time. What happened? I mean, how can you get in this shit again? Because I helped you the last time. I got you out of it. You said you was not going to do it anymore. So what's going on? What's the real deal? There's somebody that always play victim. Always play victim. Ooh, didn't I say I felt cold chills? Didn't I say I felt cold chills? Spirit is in the building. Somebody, it's not what you want to do, it's what you got to do. Somebody's going to have to do what they got to do, because they know that somebody's trying to confuse them, and they are having all these people around them, and they like, who are all these people? And this person could be popping pills, prescription pills. But somebody, they got to do what they got to do. Get from around this energy. I'm telling you, it's like somebody was nervous. I felt cold chills. What's the message? Anything else from this little piece of the stack? Let's see what else. Don't worry about anything, because in the end, you're going to win. Especially whenever you fact check everything. Everything, I'm telling you, somebody, they're going to be thanking God for this miracle, but they about to get a miracle. Somebody that's undercover backstabbing brother is about to give somebody a fake ass apology. But you always knew. You always knew. And this is somebody that had a title, You respected this person, but you know they lied. They lied to you since you've been a child. The trust is gone. This is the same person who has an attached dark entity and their chakras is closed. Something about their morality, their higher learning, something. And then now this person trying to slink away. Where you going? The game is just getting started. Where you going? This is somebody that not who you thought they were. This is why you need to love yourself better and remain in the highest white light always, 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 and in all ways. Because it's a slippery slope. Once you start sliding, it's hard to stop. It's a slippery slope. Something about karma and Pandora, they riding somewhere, but you know what? We good. It's all good in the hood over here. Because we're loyal. There's nothing wrong with our loyalty. We read between the lines when somebody was trying to tell us something, when they weren't really trying to say what they needed to say. We read between the lines. We knew it was their lie and our life, so we chose not to believe it. We followed our north node. That's how we were able to overcome these obstacles. And somebody's afraid that you move the sword from their back. From your back. The swords that they put there, they're afraid that you move those, remove those. There's somebody who likes to talk too fast. They think that you can't keep up, like you listen slow or some shit like that. There's somebody who's super triggered because they are having these financial burdens right now. This could be happening on Tuesday too, or something. Or Tuesday they got a reading and the reader was wrong. Now they sitting here thinking about how they treated you. And at the time they was talking about nothing personal. Well, it's nothing personal when it's coming back on you either. It ain't nothing personal. It's just strictly business. What else? This is somebody who slept on you. Damn. Now they want to be childish. You told this person, as you sow, you shall reap. You're not a person that ever seeks revenge. You let God do it. You don't have the time you go on about your business. If something don't work out for you, you try a different way around. You ain't trying to stay stuck like that person. You don't have a problem moving around. You ain't got no problem moving around. People look at you as if you have those divine mother qualities. This past love, they feel betrayed and stressed, or they betrayed and stressed you, this past love. But this is the same person talking about something. They were stingy, talking about something, bury all my money with me. Something about the new moon. This person could have been part of this club, the sex addiction club, secrets, whatever. Whatever. The red light district, huh? Good luck with that one. You don't know if they're part of a club, if they shit fall off, or while they sitting down and shit start coming on fire, start burning like a fire, then they part of that club. Smelling like, who? TRUMP, confirmation. Somebody, they lost their job and God's trying to tell them something. They lost it all because they refused to change. They knew they was taking a big risk, But you believe in God. That's why you're confident. And that's why every day is a brand new positive day. What else? Ooh. All that, huh? Yeah. Somebody is separated from you. And the reason they were separated from you is because they was out for your blood. This is your family that was out for your blood. She's asleep over there. But she's having such a good dream because her tail is wagging. But she's asleep. Yes, this family was out for your blood. And it's okay to leave. I'm telling you, getting confirmation because they treated you like you was a science project, not even like you was a human. She is so cute. Having a good dream. You have a very high spiritual IQ. Something about your heart chakra, because and now people are realizing that the whole time you was the prize because of your heart. You know, God has worked it out. All you do is just say no and mean it. God worked it out. That negative energy with that person who always likes to keep a list, the same person who always wanted to wear those rose-colored glasses when it came to everybody else except for you. That's whenever they wanted to be extremely judgmental. Well, they got played by the devil in the end. Okay? And guilt is eating their ass up. You just stay in your highest self. Something happened on Friday. Yeah, and somebody's getting bad health for trying to give you the evil eye. This is a destined partnership, something that's coming in and they want to date you. You know, you may be a torchbearer or a seer. You're very tuned in. You have that high priestess energy. It's like you see all. What else, Spirit? What else? Yep. Especially whenever you knew you had to rescue yourself from the situation because nobody else was going to do it. All right, y'all. So if that's all the questions, we're just going to go ahead and close it down. I'm going to make myself something to eat. I'm starving. And I'm going to try and come back this evening, because today is just a really relaxed day. She's in a good mood, and I hope she continues to sleep and let her little tail wag. So cute. I wish I would have caught it on camera, but I didn't. So, all right, y'all. Thank you so very much. And of course, every Saturday for the new subscribers, if y'all have questions, I don't have a problem. Okay. Thank you, thank you, Red Violet, Crystals, and J Mike. I really do appreciate y'all. And I really do appreciate y'all being so creative with the chats. Everyone else, Shaylin, Yvette, Demita, of course, Fool's Gold, welcome to the room, AJ, and then TNRT Recovery, yes. Everyone, Crystal, thank you. Addie, of course, Addie, and everyone else, who else? Divine Intent, yes, welcome. And we look forward to seeing you soon. And then for Micaiah, Kathy, and Deidre. All right, I hope y'all were able to hear your answers to your questions. Thank you so very much. I do look forward to seeing you soon. I'm just getting ready to eat something. I'm starving. Bye now. Love y'all.